Hello, boys and girls. Welcome back to Fiesta Gardens Library. I'm so glad to be reading with you. Today, we'll read from Freaky True Science, Freaky Stories While You Sleep. And these are phenomenons that can happen. They're very rare, but these have happened to people while they're sleeping. It's a little creepy. Freaky Stories While You Sleep by Caitie McAneney. It's our title page. And I'll read you some of the contents. When sleep gets freaky, insomnia, can't stay awake, a midnight snack, and it goes on for every chapter or every story. When sleep gets freaky. Most people spend about a third of their life asleep. If you're 9 years old, you've already spent about 3 years of your life in bed. For most people, sleep is a way to rest and recharge for the next day. But for others, sleeping can be difficult and even a little freaky. The brain is an amazing thing. It has several different states, from awake to somewhat asleep to fast asleep and dreaming. As you fall deeper into sleep, your body relaxes and you become unable to move. This is normal. But sometimes transitions or changes between walking and sleeping don't go smoothly. This book explores some of the weirdest things people experience from the comfort of their bed and what happens when they leave their bed. And here it says, freaky facts. Some people suffer from sleep terrors or night terrors where they sit up in bed and scream. Even though the person is shouting with their eyes open, they're still stuck in sleep. This used to happen to my son when he was little. It was freaky. Nightmares. One freaky sleep phenomenon we've all experienced is nightmares. We spend more than 2 hours dreaming each night. Some of our dreams are bound to be upsetting. When you sleep, your brain gives off chance signals that cause a series of pictures and sounds. Some scientists think dreams are the brain's way of making a story out of these random signals. Nightmares can be scary and make you worry. Others make people feel embarrassed, disgusted, or afraid. Insomnia. Have you ever lain awake in bed long after everyone else has gone to sleep? Have you counted the minutes on the clock, feeling restless? This happens to most people at some point in their lives. You may have trouble sleeping if you're worried about a class or if you're not feeling well. However, some people have trouble sleeping regularly, and that's called insomnia. Insomnia is trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. It might take a person 4 hours to fall asleep, or they might fall asleep right away only to wake up 3 hours later. To be diagnosed with insomnia, it has to happen 3 times a week for at least 3 months. Insomnia can make a person feel anxious and tired and put them in a bad mood the next day. Freaky facts. Sleeping pills often don't help people with insomnia in the long run. There are often more natural ways to help insomnia. For example, exercising every day can help you sleep better at night. The man who never slept. In 1986, researchers reported on a 53-year-old man who could barely sleep. Each night, he'd only sleep about 2 hours. His 2 sisters had the same problem. 2 hours of sleep per night turned into only 1 hour until the man wasn't sleeping at all. Eventually, he fell into a stupor and then died. Scientists realized he had fatal familial insomnia, a very rare disease that affects brain function. So he actually died from insomnia. That is very rare. Can't stay awake. While some people can't fall asleep, insomnia, others can't stop sleeping. This is called hypersomnia. Most people only need 7 to 9 hours of sleep at night. However, some people can sleep up to 20 hours a day. People with hypersomnia feel tired all the time. Even though they want to get up and go to school or work, they feel so tired they'll fall asleep again. There have been some freaky cases in which people have slept for days. Natalie Hoyland, a woman from Great Britain, suffered bouts of hypersomnia beginning when she was 17. At one point, she slept nearly all day for a whole month. She only woke up to eat and use the bathroom. When she did wake, she was moody and walked around confused. Freaky facts. Hypersomnia can make it very hard to work or do well in school. Sleeping Beauty Syndrome. Klein-Levin syndrome is also known as Sleeping Beauty syndrome. It's a rare but serious neurological disorder. It mostly occurs in teenage boys, and one of the main symptoms is extreme hypersomnia. People who have this disorder also have an extreme drive to eat a lot of food very often, even when they don't need it. They may also have behavioral issues and trouble learning. They're moody and lethargic. The syndrome can last more than 10 years and is very rare. Only 1 in 1 million people have it. I don't think any of you have it. A midnight snack. Many weird things happen to people while they sleep, but some things are just plain freaky. A parasomnia is anything abnormal or not normal that happens to people while they sleep. One of the strangest parasomnias is sleep-related eating disorder. Sleep-related eating disorder is very rare. People who have it go to the kitchen during the night and make themselves food, sometimes a large amount of food. They eat the food and go back to bed. It may seem like they're just up for a midnight snack, but they're completely asleep the whole time. It's very much like sleepwalking. Some people aren't even aware they've eaten, which can lead to weight gain and tiredness the next day. They might eat less during the next day and then eat a lot again at night. Freaky facts. Parasomnias are genetic or disorders that often run in the family. If a close family member has one, there's a chance you might too. Nocturnal eating syndrome. Nocturnal eating syndrome sounds similar to sleep-related eating disorder. It's very different, however, because people with nocturnal eating syndrome are aware of what they're doing. They may get out of bed very hungry and go to the kitchen for a big midnight snack. They're often unable to go back to sleep until they eat. This can also cause gain weight and tiredness the next day. They might eat most of their food during the night instead of during the day. Freaky stories while you sleep. Those were just some of them. Eating or not being able to sleep. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye, everybody.